Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Woohoo! We're just kicking back. I actually got the Jenny going, so we're trying to get this right here. It says, you can see it maybe better now. It says SOC, state of charge, is 94.5. So we want it up to 100%. That's our battery charge. We are getting down to almost, I usually, every day it gets down around in the low 90s. Today it was a little lower than that, so I wanted to make sure I pumped it up because I had my exterior lights. I have my anchor light, which is a big LED on the top of the mast at nighttime, is always on in the middle of the night. So even in an anchorage that's known, usually don't have to do that, but I do it because I'm the outside man and I don't want to get a boat running me over because there's fog moves in. It's not been like can't see soupy fog yet, but it's definitely been here and it's moving in every day closer and closer as the moisture rises in the air, as the relative humidity rises. Ooh. Anyways, Wanagi moves spot. She's on deck here. We got the Jenny going back here. Got a breeze going now. So a little bit of wind's coming in. Hopefully this boat here hasn't come close to us. It's gotten within about 25 yards or so, but I think that's the extent of the close it's going to get. So fingers crossed. This gentleman here just came into the anchorage. We'll see what happens. This one's the Rover. See how much room is around him? It's because he swings around so much, because he's not a considerate guy. Whoever owns that boat put out probably 300 feet of rode rope, you see? And it's a light craft, so it just spins around in the whole anchorage. And that's not cool because it takes up there's probably 4 other boats that could fit in that space out there easily if everyone anchored up correctly and did their scope right for the wind conditions and the weather, which yes is going to increase here over the next few weeks, but for the next couple of weeks it's showing nothing. The problem is people bring their boats in here and they leave them here for the year, and then a lot of times they get abandoned. Boats come drifting through here and take other people's boats that are live aboard or that are taking care of their boats out. Like making tea in a tornado. When Nagi's not sure, she doesn't like when the boat goes rolly. And we're getting the winds now. They just kind of started picking up, but making some hot tea because it's kind of that kind of day. But we're moving. Boat's swinging. Sorry about the vinyl's not real clear, but the wind just kind of been filling in, but it's really starting to kick up now. So big white caps out there in the bay. But yeah, worst of it's to come, I guess. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna save the batteries so that we can film it for you. Film at 11. What do you think, Woggy? Are you not digging it? What do you think? Hey, what do you think, buddy? What do you think, honey? Scary? You're okay. You're okay. Oy. What's up, buddy? Is it pretty windy? It's pretty windy out there, huh? Yeah? Yeah? You're a good girl, buddy. All right. So the bathroom is where we keep everything hanging up that gets wet or whatever, or possibly for wet stuff. I got my life vest in here, harness. I've got my foul weather gear that my friends Todd and Tammy gave me. And then I got Wanagi's life vest, and then our backpacks too for when we go on provision. Some, extra sunglasses, regular reading glasses, some other stuff. And then this is Wanagi's little bin with her portable bowls, her brushes, her little booties, essential oils, doggy poop bags. I don't use this sink for anything just because it's, for storage. Because no, the sink's right over here. It doesn't need to be here. Could have had more room in the bathroom, X-nay. And then some baby wipe things, all that kind of stuff. Kitchen's pretty basic. I've shown you. My refrigerator's down in here. My freezer's down in here. I've got dishes and stuff behind here. This is basically my baking goods for making stuff, cookies or pancakes or whatever, or pizzas or whatever I'm doing. And then I keep oils up here, all my instruments for cooking and all that kind of stuff. Usually some Ziploc-y bag stuff. In here is the stuff we use all the time. My coffee, Folgers, crystals. Oh my gosh, yes. Peanut butter, Tapatio, some other hot sauce, honey, coconut oil for cooking, that kind of stuff. Wanagi's cookie bin is here, and then generally we keep garlic and onions in here. We usually have a bag of potatoes back here. We used the rest of them this morning. Keep my teas back in that corner. Salt and pepper here, and then my vitamins and stuff. Got a magnet thing for the knives, which was from the only thing I ever bought from Harbor Freight that actually it was worth maybe what I spent on it. Whoa! Hey, shit! We're knife throwing in the kitchen. Anyways, but then I have a ton of spices in here. There's a ton of stuff in this bin to keep it dry and waterproof. And then this bin I keep like tortillas and chips and things that I'm eating so that they stay dry and not damp from the moisture in the air. And then we have a water jug here, and then I generally have this one full of water, so it's easier to pour off. That's Wanagi's food in that big 5-gallon thing. So I have, my hot water kettle I make my coffee with or tea with or whatever. I used this morning, haven't cleaned it yet. That was my breakfast pan. And then down here, our oven, we have pizza tray, cookie tray, and then some other pots and pans, and that all fits in there nicely. What else? The toilet when I need to use it if I don't go to shore. And then we have storage here. So mostly my computer stuff in here that I need to stay dry, some camera equipment, lenses, and things like that in there. I have this foul weather gear I bought pretty much the same time Todd and Tammy gave me that gear that they gave me, which was Gore-Tex. It's awesome gear. It keeps me dry. So I got this. I think I'm going to return to the store because that was like $600 literally for the jacket and the pants. Crazy expensive, but it's offshore gear, top of the line gill. And then I have some books, my manuals, and then I have like these binders are full of all the brochure and technical data for equipment that I have on the boat, electrical equipment, on my radios, all that stuff. We just purchased this as a 5-watt handheld radio. It goes for about 5 miles. So if I go to shore and I need to communicate with someone on the boat or whatever, and then this is our main boat one. And then this helps for when I'm up here at the helm, up here to hear the radio and what's going on and communicate instead of having to run down here. This is our clothing closet, just kind of sweaters and jackets. So it's our closet, just jackets and things, our hoodies and all the warmer stuff. And then the Edward Teach jackets in here. Check it out. Yeah, we've been working on that. We keep plugging along. It's a lot of work, and with my hands and my stuff, it makes my hands pretty sore doing that metal work. I'm getting older, but we'll get it accomplished. I got that new heater for the ceramic heater for the winter. So that's about the gist of it. We got a lot going on. The boat's kind of gotten sorted out now, though. You kind of see where I keep things. Flashlights, extra batteries up in there, things like that. And it's pretty much settled. In the back I store a few things in there, but I keep it pretty much almost empty. I keep it almost empty back there in the stern. The reason why is someone comes to visit, I don't want to have to figure out a new place to put things. Like the cockpit cushions are back in there, and then I have one on the couch here too, because it makes it thicker foam, nicer to sit on and relax. That's where I hang out and watch movies and stuff. So, but that's about it. We're gonna end up going to shore here, certainly here in the afternoon, certainly here. So we're gonna go to the shore here. I gotta go get some documents printed off for our winter moorage. We're gonna be on docks this winter at Friday Harbor. So anyways, we kind of cabin blew up a little bit because we just got projects going. We just started trying to keep etching away at things. Got all our polyester resins and epoxy resins out and letting our cockpit lockers air out also today. Got the ropes out, everything, because everything gets mildewy and moisture, and we got a big rain coming this next week, so I figured I'd get the boat as dry as possible. We also, what I did is just put a reinforcement layer of fiberglass matting in here. So it's not the chop strand, but the matted one. It almost looks like fabric. And then I put a layer of epoxy resin in there with a quick hardener. It's probably going to take 2 hours to get really hard and dry, but we got plenty of time and we still got some sun, so that fast hardener should kick off. It's about 65 degrees today, maybe 70, probably not though with the breeze. But anyways, so we got that going. We did a bunch of sanding up front. We cleaned all that up. So yeah, we're getting things accomplished. We needed to start working on this hatch and kind of finishing that up before winter. Like I said, I got that back piece to put on there. It's already pre-drilled through. It'll be easy to put it on, but this is kind of just finishing it up and then painting it, making it look nice before we put it back together. Because once we put it back together, we don't want to take it back apart again a couple times just to finish it. So we'll keep progressing. The wheel has to, actually the helm wheel has to come off to get that hatch off. That's why that's sitting right there. That's the wheel to steer the boat. But that's kind of it. I guess tomorrow, if it works out, I'm going to paint this. I'm going to either get a primer to put on it, or I'm going to get a white. But I mean, I have the white paint here, but I think because I put some epoxy on here and stuff, I may have to put a primer on there. Otherwise, the paint won't cure. Epoxy does that to paint. It's a tricky thing. I'm going to have to clean that. So this whole cockpit needs to be sanded and painted, but we'll probably wait till we're somewhere warmer to do that. Anyways. All right, well, that's what we got going on. Boat's blown up. Wanagi's up front enjoying the rock and rolling boat with some sunshine and people cruising by, and she just likes watching what's going on. Hey, how's it going? I gotta pull up my shorts. Anyways, we've been at it this morning. It's at 12 o'clock. We got up about 8 or 9 and got to shore. Wanagi for a walk. She's up front just hanging out in the sun. It's a nice day. It was really calm earlier. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Jack and Joan just came by in Jack's boat. They're on their way to Cypress Island to go out there. It's an older gentleman I've talked about in my videos. Amazing man. Like, just a great human being altogether, and Joan too. But anyways, so what we got going this morning is, well, the mats, we just did a big cleanup of the boat, and part of the reason why is because we sanded this whole top down, and this railing part here too. Just getting ready to paint. I don't know that we're going to paint today. I think we're going to try and paint tomorrow. Should be another nice day tomorrow, but we want to get started first thing in the morning so it has all day to dry. It's just borderline on temperature for painting, but I think if I just do really thin coats, a few just really thin coats tomorrow, maybe get 2 coats in, we should be all right. And that'll be enough to protect it for the winter, and then can re-sand in the spring that part and just paint over that paint. So, but anyways, that's what we've been doing. Just this fairing compound that goes all the way around, because we need to put the backside plate in. When we do that, we can't actually remove this. So it'll be a permanent thing because it won't be able to come forward